Narcissistic individuals tend to feel entitled to have whoever they please. They're very envious of other people. They require that excessive attention. They're looking for that eternal gratitude, that excessive praise, for you to focus everything on them, taking care of them, making sure that they're okay, putting them first in everything. If you don't, they get incredibly offended and they seek to punish you. They lack the empathy to care about how their behaviour affects those around them. They just care about getting their own needs met. And when it comes to narcissistic individuals, due to those very beliefs, that becomes their personality, that becomes who they are as a person, that becomes their driving force behind what they do to people, which often creates a very negative cycle. And within that cycle, a narcissistic individual can have lots of different people serving their needs. So they can have somebody that they are idolizing, that they are love bombing, that they are showering with attention, affection and support, that they are treating so well and spending so much time with them, showering them with those excessive gifts and those extravagant trips, making them feel so special. And in return, because the narcissist is idolizing that person, the narcissist is usually getting the attention that they want from that person. Then they'll have somebody that they're envious of, or somebody that's not serving them as they'd quite like to be served, who they will go all out to devalue so that the narcissist can remain in control and remain feeling superior. They'll go all out to make that person feel inadequate in some way, to lower that person's self-worth. And then if they still need that person, they might go all out with that intermittent reinforcement to give people just enough hope to hang on to absolutely nothing. Or they might just try those guilt trips and pity plays so that people daren't walk away from them. They're often seeking new supply, which is why they will go all out to impress those strangers to get their needs met. And when their needs aren't being met, they will discard those that they're idolizing, discard those that they're devaluing for a new source of supply, often smearing the names of the people they are scapegoating to the people that they are idolizing. And then if they see you as benefit to them, they will go all out to hoover you back in. The term Hoover is named after the vacuum cleaner brand Hoover, where a narcissistic individual is going to go all out to suck you back into their games, to treat you like dirt, to devalue you, to discard you all over again. And there's lots of different tactics that a narcissistic individual will use in order to hoover you back in. Now with a narcissist, they can fall silent at the drop of a hat. They can just stop speaking to you. And often it's usually because you've called them out on something they did to you or they've done to somebody else. They don't appreciate you calling them out. They feel entitled to do as they please. They believe you've betrayed them. So they fall silent on you, and then 6 months, a year down the line, when they need something from you, they turn up like nothing ever happened, or like you were the problem in the situation. They might just suddenly start calling you and texting you, and you can have them blocked on your phone, on your emails, and they will create new emails. They will get a new phone number because they believe that you're the one with the issue, that it's you that can't resist temptation when you really do want them. So they bombard you with those messages, or they send you that accidental message. And as most of us will know, we can be messaging two people at one time, and you leave off one message, read another because it just pings through, and then you reply and you've replied to the wrong person. So this can happen. However, when you haven't messaged somebody for 6 months, a year, it's highly unlikely you're going to accidentally message them. However, a narcissistic individual will accidentally message you, usually boasting about something, and then go, "Oh, sorry, wrong person." Or they will accidentally book dial you, accidentally phone you from their trouser pocket. So they're looking for that accidental contact. They might just give you the ghost calls just to test the waters a little bit. They could start sending you those gifts sending you gifts to work, sending gifts to your home. They usually like to do it in front of an audience so that people can tell you just how lovely the narcissist individual is, because the narcissist has sold those people an illusion. They can come on strong with the false apology. With a narcissist, nothing they really do is genuine other than their lies. That's not really genuine either, but to a narcissist, they believe they are being genuine. They don't take responsibility for their behaviour, therefore they will apologise to you, but in a way where they blame you. I'm sorry if you hadn't. I'm sorry but you didn't. I'm sorry, I've changed. They come in strong with those false apologies, and with the trauma bonding due to the highs and the lows of the idolisation and the devaluation and the discard, and the pity plays that they play and the future faking that they use, people can easily be drawn back in to those false apologies, believing the narcissist to be genuinely remorseful when they expect your forgiveness. And then once you've forgiven them, their behaviour often gets worse. They expect you, well, they tell you to get over things that are in the past, that they are still creating in the present because they weren't genuinely remorseful. Therefore, they're going to continue repeating that behaviour because they don't want to repair the damage. They just want to get away with their behaviour. They might come on strong with those false promises. The false promises, they've changed the false promises of things that you will do together in the future, and they will use your strongest desires, your biggest hopes and dreams to suck you back into their games. They could potentially use a third person to come along and tell you just how much the narcissist is missing you and cares about you and how much you're hurting them, to get you to feel bad, to get you to feel guilty. They might all of a sudden need you for something, and which is why they're usually hoovering, but they spin it in a way that although you're the one that's doing them a favour, they're the one who is doing you a favour. They might just claim that they can't survive without you, that they're going to do something horrific if you don't start paying attention to them. They could start messaging you about a movie that you watched together, a place you visited, trying to reminisce about the good times to get you back in. And this is when you have to remember all the bad times to stop that trauma bond from allowing you to go back to them. They might want to meet up with you one last time to say goodbye. And you can often think, oh great, yes, we can go and clear the air. We can go and get a bit of a closure. A narcissist isn't interested in closure. They're interested in control. They can go all out to guilt trip you and to blame you. And they can go all out to claim that they've changed. They've seen the light. They've recognised the errors of their ways. They will never do anything to hurt you again. Meanwhile, they're devaluing and discarding their new supply while trying to impress strangers to hoover you by idolising you with the love bombing again and showering you with the gifts, because it's a pattern of behaviour with narcissistic individuals. It's who they are. And they're often showing this behaviour in varying degrees to varying amounts, depending on who they are around and who they are trying to impress and the illusion that they are trying to sell to those around them. Any Hoover manoeuvres you notice, please do add those into the comments of people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support of the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have a few books out on Amazon: 15 Rules to Deal with Narcissistic People If You Cannot Go No Contact, a Narcissists Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, and how to create boundaries around those who do not respect your boundaries. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.